Welcome in to NFL Daily, powered by Chat Sports. Tyler Jones here with you. Appreciate you joining us. Today's show is presented by LinkedIn Talent Solutions. We'll tell you more about what LinkedIn Talent Solution does coming up later on in the show. It is Monday. That means Overreaction Monday across the National Football League, as I have the top 5 overreactions from across the league that we'll be talking about, giving my thoughts on them as well here on today's show. Let's begin in Dallas with the Cowboys. And this one, to me, is so predictable, it's laughable, and not unexpected. Should the Cowboys trade Dak Prescott? That is a question on the minds of some Cowboy fans in Dallas today after Cooper Rush had a solid performance in the win against the Cincinnati Bengals yesterday, going 19 of 31 through the air for 235 yards and a touchdown. The former Central Michigan quarterback is now 2-0, filling in as a starter for the Cowboys after playing some last year as well. Now, here's the thing. Cooper Rush did exactly what he was asked to do in the win against Cincinnati. He managed the game, he took care of the football, and he made just enough plays to win. And that's exactly what you would ask for out of a backup quarterback. You are paying Dak Prescott a lot of money, and I understand if you moved on from him, that would give you some cap flexibility, sure, to spend on other things. But the truth of the matter is, Cooper Rush is your backup quarterback for a reason in Dallas. And remember, the Cowboys were in a situation just a couple of weeks ago where they didn't even know if they wanted to keep Cooper Rush as their backup quarterback or not. So with that said, hold the phone. Happy for Cooper Rush. Nice win against a team that was in the Super Bowl last year, but let's pull it back a bit about the idea of him being the Cowboys starting quarterback. So let's ask you, your chance to be the GM here on NFL Daily. Should the Cowboys trade Dak Prescott? I don't think so. What say you? You tell me here on NFL Daily. Type HY for hell, yes, they should. Or HN for hell, no, they shouldn't trade Dak Prescott. Let me know in the comment section below. You might get an ad break. If so, take advantage of it while the ad's playing. Get your votes in. HY for hell, yes. HN for hell, no, if the Cowboys should trade Dak. Next up, Tua for MVP. Man, Tua looked great in the win against the Baltimore Ravens yesterday. Really turned things around. He was 36 of 50 through the air, 469 passing yards, 6 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. One of, if not the greatest games of Tua's career at this point. And the way that he was able to distribute the ball, getting Tyreek Hill involved, getting Jalen Waddle involved, Tua was great. And with this Dolphins offense, with the pieces that Mike McDaniels has put in place in Miami, that's an offense that wants to score a lot of points, they want to play fast, and they want to move the football down the field. And Tua showed that. He showed he was capable of that. Now, can he keep it going long term? I don't know. And he still had the mistakes he made, the 2 interceptions as well. It was a step in the right direction for Tua. Remember, he's still trying to play to get a contract extension as well. He would love to stay there and be that starter long term, but it's going to have to be more performances like we saw on Sunday for Tua. It's going to have to be at a consistent basis for him if he is going to be the guy that is an MVP caliber candidate. If he is worthy of another contract, it can't just be a one-off situation like we saw Sunday. It's got to continue, got to show some consistency for Tua there. Now, today's show, we are presented by LinkedIn Talent Solutions. As you gear up for the fall, you need the right people on your team to help your small business fire on all cylinders. LinkedIn Jobs is here to make it easier to find the people you want to talk to, faster and free. You can create a job post in minutes on LinkedIn Jobs to reach your network and beyond to the world's largest professional network of over 810 million people. Then add your job in the purple hiring frame to your LinkedIn profile to spread the word that you're hiring so your network can help find you the right people to hire. Simple tools like screening options make it easy to focus on candidates with just the right skills and experience so you can prioritize who you'd like to interview and hire. It's why small businesses rate LinkedIn Jobs number one in delivering quality hires versus leading competitors. LinkedIn Jobs helps you find candidates you want to talk to faster. Did you know every week nearly 40 million job seekers visit LinkedIn? Post your job for free at linkedin.com/NFL Daily. That's linkedin.com/NFL Daily to post your job for free. Terms and conditions apply. All right, moving on now. Let's talk about Trey Lance. Suffered a season-ending injury against the Seattle Seahawks on Sunday. And we've seen him in 4 career starts now and has not looked impressive. Jimmy G now will take that job back that was once his. And the statistics in these 4 starts from Trey Lance, as you can see, not so hot in the time that we've seen him play. With the first start being against Arizona last year, 15 of 19, 192 yards and a touchdown. His best game was against Houston last year on January 2nd. With 249 yards, a touchdown, and 1 interception. But this year, you don't even count the Seattle game because he only had 3 pass attempts before he got hurt. But that Chicago game, less than 50%. The Niners could not move the football. And we saw that when Jimmy G came in for the Niners on Sunday, he provided a spark. The Niners really started to move the football. Look, I think it's too early to call Lance a bust, but considering that what we've seen of him so far, the small sample size, it hasn't been great, and then already with a season-ending injury, not great for Trey Lance. He's got a lot of work to do when he comes back to try to turn things around in a limited window to prove what he's worth for the San Francisco 49ers or for another team for that matter with Trey Lance. We'll see. His back's against the wall at this point. Hate it for him. It's unfortunate. You never want to see anybody go down like that, but it's the nature of the beast sometimes. So with that, what say you? Jimmy G now get the chance. Took the Niners to the NFC Championship last year. Is he better than Trey Lance? What say you? Let us know in the comments section. Trey Lance is not better than Jimmy G. Jimmy G better than Trey Lance. Type T for true, type F for false. Let me know in the comments section. T for true, F for false. Couple more overreactions for you. This one, to me, might be the funniest of them all. The NFL needs more fights. How about that brawl that we saw between the Bucs and the Saints? And it was all about protecting Tom Brady. Tom came away unscathed in everything. But you look at the guys involved here. Mike Evans, he's handed a 1-game suspension. Marshawn Lattimore, Leonard Fournette, Marcus May, these guys were the main culprits of sorts in this fight, and I loved it. I thought it was entertaining, personally. I would love to see the NFL be more physical, show more passion. If there's one thing this league is lacking, it's the rivalries, it's the intensity. And it was clear in that fight that neither one of these teams like each other. It was entertaining, right? I would love to see more of that hockey-style presence on the football field where they just let them go at it. You know, these guys, these football players, they're modern-day gladiators, modern-day warriors, folks. Let them act like a bit, okay? I mean, at the end of the day, it's fun. It's the heat of the moment. I think I'm okay. I'd like to see more of these fights personally. Now, here's your chance to get real with us here on NFL Daily. Be honest with me. Name a player in the NFL you would want to fight. If you had the chance to fight anybody in the NFL, who would it be? My answer is nobody, because I'm not going to be taking on a professional athlete. But how about you? Is there anybody you would want to fight if you had the chance to square up one-on-one? Let me know in the comment section below. We're covering the NFL all season long here on NFL Daily by Chat Sports. Subscribe now for the latest NFL news, rumors. We got live shows or Red Zone channel each and every Sunday and more. Hit that red sub button so you never miss a moment for the latest happenings here on NFL Daily. Last overreaction for you before we go. Let's talk about the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Jags can win the AFC South, and they shut out maybe their toughest competition in the division yesterday with a 24-0 win over the Indianapolis Colts. Trevor Lawrence played really well, 25 of 30, 235 yards, 2 touchdowns. Christian Kirk, they're paying him a lot of money there in Jacksonville, and so far through 2 games, he's looked really good. 6 catches for 78 yards and 2 touchdowns. Matt Ryan, remember, this was supposed to be the missing piece for Indianapolis to take them to that next level, and he threw 3 interceptions. I mean, he's been cheeks in these first 2 starts for the Indianapolis Colts at this point. You look at the AFC South standings, and the Jags are in first place right now. Look, Tennessee don't expect to be down for long, but you have to wonder what their ceiling is. The Colts, not off to a good start. I'm not necessarily a fan of Frank Wright right now. I would guess that he's not going to be back next season. And then the Texans, we know, just lack a lot of talent right now. Watch out. The Jags have a shot. They very well could win this division when it's all said and done. Before we go, if you think your team will make the playoffs, whether you're a Jags fan or a fan of any of the other 31 teams across the NFL, now's your chance to send some good vibes and show some love for your favorite team. Like today's video if you think your team is going to make the playoffs, and we'll see you next time here on NFL Daily by Chat Sports.